back, YouTube, to Peterson Auto. Once again, we're working on this ugly hunk of junk right here. But we got some money in there. I was having trouble finding something used I liked for a decent price. If you can't find it used for cheap, you always buy new. You know, I hate doing it. I really hate the fact that I did it, but I did it. Wyand Stealth dual plane intake, good to about 6,500 RPMs, 5,800 RPMs, I don't remember. I spec'd it out, and I completely forgot it. But yeah, so we got nice, shiny new parts here. Set up with a carb flange. I can run a carb, which is great. Or maybe something else, we'll have to find out. But either way, this is going on the Windsor. We're not putting it fully on right now because I still plan on porting these heads. But we're going to take the intake off and we're going to put the other one in place. Kind of get a little more mock-up going on right now and see what else we need to do. We're also going to port the intake if need be. These valves look pretty, not valves, runners. Look pretty nice. Decent size there. So we might not have to do much to them. They're pretty clean too, as cast. So, we'll have to see. Either way, there's a little burr there we'll take off in this one. But it's a decently nice piece. I'm happy with the intake. I like it. Wyand's owned by Holley. I like Holley products. If it ever does go EFI, Holley's going to be the company I'm using. So, kind of matches, kind of works. So let's pop this stock factory intake off. Okay, this isn't much of a how-to, just watching me do it. So there's a bunch of bolts, we're just going to take them out. I plan on replacing these, but I'm going to keep the bolts around just to, oh, there's two broken. Keep the bolts around just to make sure we got everything we need for mock-up and installation purposes. Sometimes like a stud like that is useful. So we're going to put those in a pile off to the side. Now we got a breaker loose. Few spots you can go in with your pry bar. I'm going to start at the back here. Hopefully get this broken loose. Right on this one intake boss. You want to pry carefully here. Let's break that silicone. There we go. Another intake boss up over here where we can usually slide into. And hopefully pry up. So I'm just trying to loosen that one bolt there. As you can see, it did not do much. There we go. See if I can jiggle that bolt loose. It's not really working. So this corroded bolt, while I was hitting it, is to try to free up the corrosion in there so the manifold will pull off. That way you can get the stud out, or the bolt out. It's not working too well. So I guess we're going to have to try hitting it a little harder. Maybe hitting it with our left hand. So now we have a nice long chisel and a hammer. I'm going to wedge it in near that bolt. Probably as close as I can. Feels like we're on the bolt. And we'll see if we can snake this past the distributor. I'm not sure if that's possible or not. But possible has never stopped us before. If that bolt wasn't broken, it probably would be fairly easy. There we go, look at that. Factory intake is removed. Now, factory gasket, that's not too bad actually. Alright, so that's basically what it looks like in here. You see it is a roller motor. So it does have the lifter dog bone set up there. Factory gasket, it's actually pretty close on these heads, which is surprising. I was expecting to need a little bit more work, but it's a little smoothing probably will do on that. Coolant passages are looking pretty decent. A little bit of gunk build up there, but that's expected. So yeah, I'm going to toss the new intake on just to get you an idea what it looks like. I'm going to do a little cleanup on this and everything too. Alright YouTube, well there's an idea what it's going to look like for you. It's not sitting perfectly. Unfortunately that stud's in the way and I wasn't spending a whole lot of time getting it out right now. We'll have a heater hose coming out of here. That's for the temp sender. And one thing I kind of like the idea of is here and here, these bosses. They're also on the stock intake too, but they're blocked off. What this is this is a spot to do. There's two coolant passages in the back of the head there. The head goes either way. It's the same left and right. So they have the same passages there, and Ford from the factory cut them off. If you put drill and tap it and put some AN lines in here, you can actually go ahead and have a coolant crossover back here. And that's just going to help keep more even cylinder temps. Stupid little things. Not much, usually not worth the effort, but I may give you a rundown on how to do that. Probably over on the drill press actually. That's a little weird, but it wouldn't affect nothing. I had some weird casting flash on this, but nothing that a little cleanup won't, you know, take care of. So either way, Lion Stealth intake 8023 is the part number there. Going on to the Windsor. Saw what it looks like in the valley. See what it looks like with that on there. I think we'll have one nice turbo motor when this is all done. Engine. Motors are electric. Got to remember that. Motors are electric. There's difference now. Back in the day, didn't matter. Now it does. So, one nice turbo engine, 351 Windsor, coming right up, and we're going to keep pushing along on this. I'm going to strip the thermostat housing off and the sensors off and get them transferred over. Probably find something to fit in here to run a normal just heater hose because I don't care. We'll run it along here. You know, get some of the little stuff transferred over there and get this D-bird cleaned up nice. Maybe put a coat of paint on it. I'm debating that one right now, if I want to paint this thing or not. So if you have any comments, if I should clean this up and paint it, or just leave it looking like it was pulled out of the junkyard, let me know. I at least want to change out the valve covers to the factory Ford Mustang type valve covers, I think, the cast aluminum ones, but I don't know. If I can't find a set of those dirt cheap, and I mean dirt cheap because nobody wants them, then these will probably wind up staying for a while. At least until I get rockers that have clearance issues. Then we might hammer some Denson. Who knows? Either way. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe to Peterson Auto.